Let me set a scene that we are all too familiar with. You arrive at work. You know what you have to do that morning. You have to get that first cup of coffee. You have to check your email. And you know that that one person is going to be late. They always are, every day. The boss has a few options in how to deal with this situation. We've all seen it. They can humiliate this employee in front of the entire office. They can write them up. They can even fire them. But these options will most likely yield negative results. Instead, this boss chooses to address his employee individually. A few days after that, a survey goes out to the entire office, asking questions like commute times, needs, and suggestions on how to make a better workplace. After the survey, a meeting's called where everybody gets to share ideas and be heard. The results of all of this end up being an office-wide carpool, flexible work hours, and the option to work from home occasionally. These employees walked away from this situation feeling heard, feeling equal, and feeling confident in their leader's ability to facilitate and drive results. This is giving leadership. Hi, I'm Kaylin Bond. I work at Rice University for the Jones Graduate School of Business as a faculty coordinator. I've only been in the world of higher education for a little over a year. My professional background consists of business operations, which is why I chose the book, The Go-Giver Leader, a little story about what matters most in business. I know what you're thinking. Kaylin, this is a higher education leadership course. Why would you choose a book about business practices? Well, that's a very good question, and I'll tell you why. The leadership style represented in this book is called giving leadership. The book makes an argument through a narrative. The reader follows a businessman's journey to understand a problem so he can adequately influence people. It's about leading by being led, pulling, not pushing, and being driven by compassion instead of bottom lines. Viewing problems to be solved together and not attacking a problem. I know what you're thinking. Kaylin, how can someone lead if others are telling them what to do? And how will anything ever get done if everybody's just worried about emotions and not solutions? Giving leadership is about placing others' interest in front of your own, about respecting others and promoting them and helping them get to their full potential. It's not about emotions so much. The greatest part of this style is that it can be applied by anyone, a parent, a child, a teacher, a student. There are 5 concepts to giving leadership. 1, hold the vision. You lead with your mind and remember how you got to where you are. You make sure that the situation is not about you. When applying giving leadership, you put your employees in the place to make the decision. You merely guide them or influence them. 2, build your people. You do this by being proactive, by being present, and above all else, by being human. It's about leading with the heart and using strong but not many words. You give something for people to live up to. You set the bar for them, and they'll meet it. 3, do the work. This one you already know. It's about staying humble, getting sweaty, and knowing the job. 4, stand for something. My favorite. Competency is crucial in leadership, but for giving leadership, character is equally as important. You can lead only as far as you grow. That's a quote from the book. And you can only grow by living life and letting people affect you. Last, practice giving leadership. The more you give, the more you have. It's never about the leader. It's always about the people and why they perceive you as the leader. When you yield, you hold more influence. Now, I was skeptical in the beginning. There are tough situations in business, in academia, in life. Keeping a pulse on those you work with, whether you're in a power position or not, can be exhausting. However, giving leadership in a higher education setting can be very effective. The environment in university departments deal with an array of unique issues that call for tact and empathy daily. No one gets into education to get rich. We care. We care about the students, we care about the school, we care about the community. Students, for instance, want to be heard. They want to know their university is invested in them the way they're invested in their major. This is especially true in a world of more and more automation and less face-to-face conversations. People want to be valued. When the giving leadership style is applied in higher education administration, it allows the employee the chance to pay it forward. When an employee feels valued and heard and built up by their boss, they in turn strive to do the same for others they interact with. This can trickle down into daily interactions with other departments, with vendors, and with students. This is how you get the office carpools and the flexible work hours. And this is how you turn tardy employees into effective contributors and participants. If you're thinking, this is simple, then you're right. It is. Because giving leadership isn't about looking weak or strong, winning or losing. It's about being a human being and remembering at the end of the day, business is second to people. When I think about the leadership positions I've held, I realize I viewed it as my role, my accomplishment, my future. I made it all about me, not those I was supposed to lead. I thought I had all the answers and I thought I knew it all. Even now, when I reflect on it, I continue to use words like I. It's very selfish. Leading this way completely excluded the best thing I could offer the team. Them. A respected, heard, equal them. I did not give my leadership, and I ultimately felt unfulfilled for it. Now, I won't presume to know what you're thinking. Who can? You are your own unique person, and whether giving leadership is right for you or not, ultimately, only you know best. But tomorrow, while you hold the vision and build your people, do the work and stand for something, know that you are giving your team the best thing you can. Them. Thank you.